Viewers, just people in general. Oh my god, that movie sucked ass. It wasn't even a bad kind of suck. It just sucked, man. It was terrible. There were cameos, right? But the only cameos was, what I could tell, was Dan TDM, and I think Afmao is what my girlfriend said. They didn't even talk. They didn't even talk. They were just there at like a fucking Storage Wars auction with Jason Momoa. Granted, I went up to piss for like 3 minutes, so I might have missed something halfway through the movie. So yeah, you know, that happened. I didn't really give a shit. I would have liked Captain Sparkles to be in the movie. I think he's earned his right to be in the movie. But by all means, I'm not gonna throw shade. And, okay, where do I even fucking begin? I wrote down notes, for God's sake. I'm not a critic, right? We're gonna go through these one by one. Okay. First off, the big thing in the room, General Chungus is real. General Chungus is a real thing. He is a character in the movie. I thought it was a joke, but it's not. General Chungus is real. He was coughing and stuff, right? Like the big bad was like, "Hey, General Chungus, come over here." He was like, and then he coughed and he was like, "Oh my God, sorry, I had to think of my throat." That's how he talks, by the way. No problem with that, of course. It's funny. I just thought it was interesting that his name is General Chungus, and I couldn't take it seriously at all. General Chungus gets killed later on in the movie, by the way. Spoiler alert. I missed this. I was in the bathroom. Apparently, there's like a larger pigman that just brutalizes him in like a second, and he's just gone after that. General Chungus dies. I'm sorry. Sorry for General Chungus's loss. You know, that was awesome. Love that. I'm glad that they did General Chungus. That's awesome. And then, good lord, man, I just don't even know where to begin with this movie, right? I feel like I'm in a critical video right now. Like holy shit, man. I'm gonna say this right now, right? I bought a collector cup that's Minecraft themed. It was like $10 because I was like, you know what? I like the cups. They're cool, right? They had a chicken jockey one, like a popcorn bucket, but I went with the cup, and I want my $10 back. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? I had to walk around with that thing in my hands. It was very unfortunate. The next thing about it, right, this is just a general movie thing. The dialogue. Dude, who was writing this movie, man? What was the dialogue? You'd have, like, sentences that just don't make any sense all throughout the movie, and you could tell they were trying to, like, meme. Like, it was like a meme. Like, they were trying to get their next meme, like, noise. I don't know, man. Nobody in the movie talked like a real person, and when they did, it still sounded really weird. The like main character kid was in school, and one of the school bullies was like telling him shit. I think the main character was saying something about like mathematics, and the bully was like, "Oh, my dad debunked math. It's not real." What does that even mean? What are you talking about? That actually made me laugh, I won't lie, because it caught me off guard. But yeah, along with the weird dialogue, nothing in the movie was really taken seriously. I think if they had, like, some of it be taken somewhat seriously, the movie might have been better off, but everything had to be made into a joke. That was the whole thing, right? Like, that was its whole thing, is that everything had to be a meme. Everything had to be funny. What is that? Gumpy? Okay. I don't know, man. I think an 8-year-old would enjoy the movie. Maybe. It's rough, man. It's rough. I want to ask Captain Sparkle genuine feelings on the movie. I know that he was at the premiere. Maybe he liked it. Maybe I'm the fucking asshole, right? Maybe Jeb should hunt me down. The post-credit scene? There was a post-credit scene. It's exactly what you thought it would be, right? Alex. Steve basically goes back home to the real world. He goes to his old house who now has somebody else living there. "I'm here for my little chest." And the lady's got a ponytail. And then like Steve is like, "Oh, what's your name?" And she's like, "My name is Alex." And it's like, oh my God, Alex and Steve Minecraft. Wow. I'm gonna puke. I'm about to throw up, I think. Hold on. There was another scene as well. I think throughout the whole movie, it felt like they needed like 30, 40 more minutes because it just really felt like they were just in and out of just different things. It was weird. They had a weird scene where Steve and Jason Momoa 69, they make like a 69 joke while on Elytras, and that went on for like way too long. I don't know why it was that long. Oh my God. For some reason, right, they have the Boots of Swiftness in the movie. That's a Minecraft Dungeons item. I don't know why they included that. They used it to make an Iron Golem like form, like a different Iron Golem with the Boots of Swiftness where he was like really big and like fast, which that was kind of cool, but it's like, why is this not in Minecraft? Like, this is in Minecraft Dungeons. Like, why do you have this in the movie? It felt clearly like a thing to sell more toys. You had Jack Black wearing Minecraft's diamond armor. That was pretty bad as well. It looked really bad. It looked very uncomfortable, assuming it was real items. Was the post-credit scene, say that again, Fantastic Four level of cheesiness? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think so, maybe. The freaky-ass nitwit villager that, like, loves the lady, right? They go on a date and stuff, and she's like talking about her divorced husband to him, saying like, "Wow, you're such a good listener compared to him," and like the villagers like being all freaky and stuff. He was just kind of sitting there with, you know, his arms tucked like a villager would be, and I just know that dude's a freak, right? I just know he was in his mind just going like, like look at me, like with his tongue out, you know, like what could I could do. And then towards the end, the villager learns how to speak English. Voice of Matt Berry from What We Do in the Shadows guy. That caught me off guard. I forgot he was casted in the movie, because I remember they talked about him being casted months ago. It's just funny to me that his casting was a 2-minute voice acting scene. That's all that he got. Unfortunate, because I really like that guy, and I think he probably would have been a better actor for Steve, if I'm being real. They had a scene which was a Technoblade reference, which I thought was actually it was really well done. It was probably the only thing that was well done in the movie. And they just showed like a pig like walk by in the village with a crown on his head, and then like the people asked who he was, and then Jack Black was like, oh, he's a king. This is like the one crazy thing, right, that happened in the movie. I don't know if I was just tweaking, but I swear to God, I've not seen anyone talk about this just yet. So they have the Endermen appear once in the entire movie, right? And Steve basically says like, yeah, they mess with your mind. And the main character, like the kid, he's looking for an item in a woodland mansion, right? And like an Enderman appears, and like the Enderman like brainwashes him kind of. The kid's eyes turned purple. You know, he starts hallucinating, the kid. And like the Enderman becomes like the, you know, characters in the movie, like Jason Momoa and everyone else, like Jack Black. And they're basically just like saying mean things with like purple eyes, like indicating like their hallucinations, right? Like Jason Momoa appears and he's like, oh, you're worthless, blah, blah, blah. And they show all the other characters with the purple eyes. But then they showed Steve. They show Minecraft Steve, right? But he doesn't have purple eyes. No. Jack Black Minecraft Steve has white eyes like Herobrine. I don't know if I was just tweaking. I swear to God, though, they were white eyes compared to the other ones having purple. So, like, if that is the case, that was absolutely a Herobrine reference, which, you know, goated if the case, because thank God we got something like that. I'm pretty sure that was a reference to Herobrine, so I'm gonna kind of, you know, marvel out and be a loser about it because that was f***ing awesome. Assuming I'm not tweaking. I didn't want to yell in the theater, but I, like, literally pointed at the screen and was like, oh my God, Herobrine! My girlfriend beat me over the head a few times, like she usually does. She likes doing that. It's fun. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's what happened. Captain, did you like the Minecraft movie? Oh, dude, I really want to know his opinion. So, like, dude, this is what I'm gonna say, right? I'm, like, sitting here, and I'm, like, in between that. I'm, like, in the between phase of I don't know if I enjoyed that or not, but I'm pretty sure I didn't enjoy that. Even in, like, a fun, bad kind of way. And that sucks. It just feels like they played it way too safe, and I feel like they genuinely wanted to do something differently, but they just chose to play it in the safest way possible instead. Mojang, listen to me right now, okay? If you make a second movie, make Jack Black Herobrine, and then bring in a different guy to play the real Steve. You will make a bajillion dollars. I swear to God. I think that's pretty much all the opinions I have about the movie, unless I'm forgetting something. Yeah, the movie should have probably been animated. I think if it was animated and you just kind of kept all the voices, it probably would have been fine. But you still got the blueprint of just dog shit, so like it's not going to improve much. The visuals were the best part of the movie. Granted, I still don't like how everything looks. You can't really deny that it's kind of crazy that they were able to do all of that in such a short amount of time, it seems. And I do think with the right people, assuming you're not going to the movies with people you hate or whatever, you'll enjoy it. I'm like teetering more on the edge of maybe the movie was at least fun bad. I don't want to be mean to it, right? Because, you know, Minecraft is like a huge part of my life. The movie did go by pretty quickly. It's just that there was moments where I just wished it would have ended. That's all. That's my issue with it, right? It's unfortunate. It sucks. I really wanted it to be at least somewhat good. That's how I feel about the entire movie. So for me, let's plug that shit into the moist meter. I'm gonna have to give that one a 4 out of 10. You know, School of Rock was better. This reminds me of the time when Jack Black was Jack Black in that one other movie. Yeah, that's about all I got.